Welcome to St Martin's Church. St Martin's Church is the oldest church in continuous use in the English-speaking world and is also the mother church of Canterbury Cathedral. Has a long history. The history takes in the stories of Bertha, the Queen, who came here to worship on her marriage to King Ethelbert, Augustine, who was sent by Pope Gregory to come to Kent in order to evangelize the people of the county, and also all those who followed in the footsteps of these three great figures. The church has all sorts of interesting things within it, some wonderful Roman bricks, some beautiful stained glass windows, and probably one of our great treasures is this, our chrismatory. A chrismatory dates from the medieval times when it was used to contain three types of oil, which had been blessed by the archbishop or by one of his associates. And so the oil was kept in the chrismatory, which was kept in the church, and it carried on for about 3 centuries. But in the 16th century, it had survived the Reformation, and unfortunately, it was in the time of Queen Elizabeth I that it was decided that chrismatories and other items of plate were encouraging superstition. So Elizabeth decided that it was time to get rid of them all, and clergy were asked, in fact, I suppose commanded, to bring them in and for them to be melted down. But interestingly, the priest in this church decided not to do that. Instead of handing the chrismatory over, he would have hidden it somewhere in the church, and it was found a number of centuries later when some building work was being done, and it's one of the only chrismatories left. It's the oldest one that's left. This is a replica of the one that was found here. The original is now down in the cathedral, but it does give you the chance to see what it was like, and also gives you the chance to think about the way in which the life of the church has changed, because in the time of Elizabeth I, it was at the end of the use of holy oils, and chrismatories became ideas of superstition and were melted down. In our own age, now our Archbishop blesses the oil on Maundy Thursday in Canterbury Cathedral, and so the 3 types of oil that would have been held by the priest in this chrismatory are still held in our churches today. So a reminder of how things have changed and the way in which some of the traditions that were here in this church before the Reformation have now returned. So here is the chrismatory, the replica of the one now in the cathedral, one of our great treasures here, and one of the ways in which we are able to connect with those who came before us and worshipped in this beautiful building.